What happened? What happened? You got shot. What's your name? Wake up. What's your name? Shit. If there ever was a time it would be. 2, 3, 4.
And something wanted to cancel the show to return home to work on their vineyard, and Ben and I were on the phone and we were griping about this, and Ben says, "Tom, you let me know if you want me to put the hammer down." I said, "Ben, you got to save the hammer for the man." So cut to a few months later, I went over to Ben's house and we started to write a song. We were determined that this was going to be a song that was going to right wrongs. This was going to be a song that was going to fight evil. This was going to be a song that was going to invert the pyramid of injustice and bring goodness and light to the world once again. And we sat down to write that song. We realized we couldn't do it. So we wrote this song instead. This song is quite simply about the only way to save yourself is to help to save others. And the only way to save your planet is to save the hammer for the man. 3, 4.
Let's drink to the hard-working people. Let's drink to the lowly of birth. Raise your glass to the good and the evil. Let's drink to the salt of the earth.
Another thing, I always like to get people's music, so
Sorry, mic check. My first song is for all the people who lost everything. This is called The Fabled City. Me and Harvey shouted slogans in Spanish like it was our world to win. Then they moved the plant down to Ojeda. It's time to bite your tongue again.
I've seen the fabled city. Its streets are paved with gold, but an iron fence runs round it, and its iron gate is closed.
I wrote this song in hopes of encouraging people to see this as their movement. So I think this is a deeply fundamental patriotic thing that you're doing, and I applaud you and I say thank you. If there ever was a time, it would be now, is all I'm saying. If there ever was a time to get on your feet and take it to the streets, 'cause you're the one who's getting played right now by the game they're playing. Come on, meet me down at the Cardi Park and say, oh, where are the youth? We need you now. Come speak the truth, come break it down. Where are the youth? We need you now.
This is the day we say no more. No more bailouts, no more war. No more building on foreign shores. Today we say no more.
Something happening here. Put your hands in the air, Put your hands in the air, y'all. There's a man with a gun over there. Telling me I got to swear. I will stop building. Watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. Put your hands in the air, y'all. Trouble leaders, they gotta feed us. Grab that oil, put up leaders, new world order.
I want to see more serious political conversations starting to happen.
I want corporations out of the government, and I want people back in.
I want peace rather than militarization.
I want the top wealthiest Americans to be taxed higher and that money to go to education.
I want economic justice.
I want to be able to speak my voice without jeopardizing my job.
I want a greater regulation of the banks and the markets.
I want my kids to have a job and health care.
I want true democracy for the 99% of us who don't have it anymore.
Put your hands together. I wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock. They say there may be rain, but the sun is hot. I wish I had some time just to get today. And I wish I had a dime for every bill I got to pay. Some days you lose, you win, and the water's as high as the times you're in. So I jump back in and while I learn to swim. Try to keep my head above it the best I can. That's why here I am, waiting for this storm to pass me by. Here we go. That's the sound of sunshine coming down, coming down. That's the sound of sunshine coming down.
We are the people too. We are not free. This occupation is not leaving.
There's a truth waiting to be told. It's not as much as we think that is wrong. Wake up, don't live that life. Rise up and up your street.
The music and movements of the past did not end or disappear. They merely faded into the background as the world became more tolerant and accepting of others. However, there is still much more to accomplish. The Occupy movement is fundamentally different than the other movements. In the past, movements had clear and concise goals, a protest song defined them, and typically there was a certain type of people, a clear group even confined to certain locations, who were the protesters. The Occupy movement is a monster with global reach thanks to technology. This movement is a new kind of protest. There are multiple goals, no overarching theme, and nothing confines the movement. It's not just the movement that is undefined, but the music as well. And this is terrifying to elder generations. The Occupy movement has no one protest song, no one genre of music that defines them, and no one demand or ideology. The music and the movement are both global and all-encompassing. With the advanced technology, global unification, and the strength of all the different protest music behind them, the Occupy movement stands to grow stronger without fading or fizzling like its predecessors. Unlike the former movements, this one can grow and evolve to include a number of issues, a multitude of people, and all genres of music on a global scale.